Steve's behavior became even more puzzling. He'd always been the type of man who left his phone lying around without a second thought. Calls were his only use for it, and he often joked about being a dinosaur in the age of social media. But recently, his phone had become a permanent fixture in his hand. At first, I thought he'd discovered a new app or perhaps taken an interest in online sports updates. But it quickly became clear that wasn't the case. He started spending unusually long periods in the bathroom with his phone. Steve wasn't one to linger in there, he hated wasting time. Now, he'd disappear for what felt like an eternity, and when he emerged, his expression would be distant, almost preoccupied. In the evenings, when we sat together in the living room, he seemed restless. His eyes would dart to his phone, and before long, he'd make an excuse to head to bed, but when I joined him, I'd find him wide awake, staring at the screen in the dim light. "Steve, is everything okay?" I asked him one night. "Yeah, just checking some emails," he replied, too quickly, as he flipped the phone face down on the bedside table. The uneasiness gnawed at me. Steve was a creature of habit, and this newfound attachment to his phone wasn't like him. I decided to confront him indirectly. During dinner one evening, I asked, "Can I borrow your phone? I need to Google something quickly, and mine's in the bedroom." He hesitated, his hand tightening around the device. "I'm using it right now," he said, even though the screen was dark. It happened again a week later. This time, I noticed he'd changed his lock screen pin. Steve had never bothered with such things before. He'd once laughed, saying, "Who'd want to steal a phone as old as mine?" But now, it was protected like a vault, and he guarded it fiercely. I couldn't shake the feeling that something was terribly wrong. One night, determined to uncover the truth, I stayed awake long after Steve had fallen asleep. His phone lay on the bedside table, tantalizingly close. Carefully, I tried to unlock it using his fingerprint while he slept, but he stirred, pulling the phone closer to him even in his sleep. Then, an opportunity presented itself. It was late on a Friday night, and Steve had come home after a few drinks with friends. He was tipsy, his usual careful demeanor dulled by the alcohol. He collapsed onto the couch, his phone slipping from his hand onto the cushion beside him. My heart raced as I picked it up and crept to the bedroom. His fingerprint unlocked the screen easily this time, and I navigated to his WhatsApp messages, my hands trembling. Among the list of chats, one name stood out, Alice, accompanied by a pair of heart emojis. My breath caught as I clicked on the conversation. What I saw next struck me like a spear.